What's going on, guys? I hope all is well. My name is Rico. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys for checking out this video. We've been talking about financial trauma, and we've been talking about the importance of healing that financial trauma. And I wanted to talk today about taking control over your finances, because in order to be able to do better with your finances, in order to do better with your money and just feel better about your money, you have to be able to take control over your finances, take control over your money. And the way to do that is going to be by having a budget. And this is very key, because a lot of times we as people can get caught in being spontaneous with money. And being spontaneous can be, a good thing in certain areas of your life. Like you're going out on a date, you're hanging out with your spouse and you guys are doing spontaneous things. In that case, it's good, it's fine. But with money, it's different, because with money, we have to be intentional with our money. We can't just go out and say, hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this, because that's the way that's the way your money slips from you. You ever seen it to where you get money and then you just go out and spend, you don't have a budget for it, and then the next week or the next couple of days you go to your app, you log into your bank account, and you say, man, I only got this amount of money. I thought I had this, I thought I had that. And the reason why that happens is because you are being spontaneous with your money, meaning you don't have a plan or a budget for your money. And when you set a budget, essentially you are telling your money what to do. You are telling every dollar that, hey, this dollar, do that. This dollar, you're going here. And when you do that, and if you stick to it, that's how you can have more control over your money. And with a budget, it's not meant to, hold you back. It's not meant to make life less fun or make life boring. But what it's meant to do is meant to be able to have a plan for your money, and be able to plan those things such as your bills, plan your things such as those fun activities, those spontaneous activities. So if you have, for example, a budget, and in that budget, you can set those activities in. You can say, hey, for this month, I plan on spending $500 towards fun stuff, fun activities, going to the movies, going on a trip. And it helps you stay in focus, because if you stick with that $500 budget, $500 that you had in your budget, then great. But if you spend $2,000 and you on the budget of $500, that's a problem, and that can cause people to go over their budget, and then you kind of living past your means. You're living in a way that you should not be living. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people nowadays, is that they don't have control over their finances. Because I look at some shows, and I look at a lot of shows where people call in and they have no idea where their money is going. They don't know what's going on. They don't know how much they bring in total. They don't know how much they spend. They don't know how much their total bills is. They don't know the important nuances of their money. And without knowing the nuances, and without setting a plan or telling your money what to do, then we'll always be lost. Only way that you can get away with that is if you just make a whole ton of money. But even with that, you really can't get away with it, because think about an athlete. Think about how these athletes become broke. And the reason is because they don't have a plan for their money. And also they are putting their money towards someone else. They are having other people look over their money instead of being financially educated themselves. So with athletes, with them, they don't have a plan for their money, because they at that point in time, they're making so much money, but then they're buying so much stuff. They're buying houses, they're buying cars, they're buying stuff that that doesn't really appreciate. And then when they're done playing and their income is not the same, things happen. They are not as in a better position as they were. And also when they're playing, you'd be surprised how many people, when they're playing, they're living check to check, because they're not controlling their money. They're just spending and spending. And then, but they get away with it at that time, essentially, because they're making money. But it's very important to just know about your money. So I definitely suggest that every individual gets on a zero-based budget. And with a zero-based budget, essentially you are telling your money where to go. So if you make, $5,000 a month on your budget sheet, you're going to set up, or you're going to allocate and budget every dollar of that $5,000 to where where your money is going for the whole month. Hence the reason it's a zero-based budget. You're going to have $5,000 in income, and then you're going to have allocate that $5,000 in towards your expenses, your bills and things like that. So it should equal up to zero. 5,000 minus 5,000, where you have zero. You shouldn't have any dollars that's free. Every dollar should be allocated towards something. So definitely, guys, learn how to take control over your money. Know about your income, know about your bills, and sit down at the start of the month and just allocate every dollar. And that's how to take control over your money. So I hope this really blesses you guys. And I just want to see you guys win. I want to see you guys do well, and I want to see you guys prosper. So let me know what you're thinking in the chat. I appreciate you guys for checking out this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace.